Okay. Yeah. So my name is Natalie. I represent actually FilFox team. Probably, I mean, if you are in the Filecoin community, most probably you know what FilFox is. Yeah, it's probably the most. I'm just gonna keep talking. The most famous, popular explorer on Filecoin. So we have. Incubated, sort of built three different products. One of them is FilFox, obviously. Number two is Fox Wallet. I'm pretty sure you're using that too. And the most recent one is FNS, which is a Filecoin name service. So today I'll cover a little bit of FilFox as well, because we've recently had a little bit of a big updates, as well as they're closely connected with FNS itself. So yeah, let me get to it. And just go through the introduction right away. So yeah, FilFox doesn't need too much introduction, but at the same time, yeah, it's a blockchain, Filecoin blockchain explorer, and a data service platform, which provides, a one-stop data services based on Filecoin. It is also, is believed the most popular explorer on Filecoin. It ranks as number one on the website as well. Now, our team originated in the Filecoin developer community. Not me personally, obviously, because I'm still trying to get into that. But yeah, I'm doing business development for all the three products. Now, the product matrix, as I mentioned, so we have built two Web3 tools, which are FilFox Explorer and Fox Wallet, and an application, FNS. Now, in terms of the big updates for FilFox, they actually have been shared by Filecoin ecosystem Twitter as well, so you can find those later there, and it's been shared by our Twitter and all of our socials as well. So number one, the big one is ERC20 and ERC721 token support. Yes, we have full support for the display of these token transactions. Basically, the token transfers can now be viewed in a message detail page, and later on I'll show you the video and you'll see how it actually looks like. Now also there's a dedicated details page for all the verified or active ERC20 and ERC721 tokens or 721 tokens. And this page basically allows for the inspection of or kind of checking out the key metrics of the total supply of the transfers, holders, and source code. Now also address a filter of all tokens. So basically it enables you to kind of like sift through all the transfer records and balances associated with a certain token. And also token holdings, obviously. So these tokens held by a specific address can now be viewed on the holder's address page, and display of transfer records. Now, number two big update is the smart contracts. So basically there's a web-based contract interaction, so both reading and writing with the full integration of MetaMask supported on FilFox. Next one is proxy contracts are now automatically identified, and their associated implementations. Contracts are recognized as well. Read and write as proxy. So basically for identified proxy contracts, the ability to read from their verified implementation contracts, ABIs, has been enabled, which facilitates both reading and writing operations. And number three big update is the optimizations. So basically contract verification service has been updated. Now message confirmation algorithm has been optimized, also cache for messages and memory pool added, and FNS lookup. So that's something that we have recently been working on and trying, especially to kind of amplify or to perfect, improve this whole work between the FilFox and FNS. So there's FNS lookup, which has been on our roadmap. So basically we optimized server for syncing FNS lookup registration, speeding the update of primary name. Now for the FNS itself. So yeah, again, incubated by FilFox team. Yeah, it's been audited by Certic. From what I remember, it happened in May 2023. Now, it's a decentralized identity portal and DID system for Web3. It is based on Filecoin FEVM. It has a flexible blockchain as a service tool. And it basically facilitates more convenient handling of data storage on Filecoin. Now, right now, FNS is running on the Filecoin mainnet as a DAO. Now, what is very important here is this last part, I believe, as I was a very active participant of that, is we were the hackathon winners for the Hack FEVM, and we won the prize for the best usage of FEVM. That's the exact name of it, from what I remember. It happened in December 2022. And also we were the finalists of FEVM Space Warp as well, which happened at the beginning of 2023. Our product does have a few really cool functionalities there, and I'll explain that later. But basically, you can always go to the ETH Global page and check out how our product initially looked like. It was the first of a kind. It was the very first one on its domain name Filecoin kind of space as well. Now, in terms of the key features, I'll try to go very fast through it because actually the presentation is quite long and I want to show you the video later as well. Now, it's an ESC 721 standard. The basic functionality is obviously domain name registration and search, address resolution, and reverse resolution. Now, for the advanced one, that's when it gets really, really interesting. There's a resolution from top domain names to CIDs. Now, there's FNS lookup that I just mentioned before. Yeah, that's the new function that is related to FilFox as well, or it can be seen through FilFox. So the display of domain names in the Explorer itself. Now, there's also FNS integration. Obviously, we worked very closely with STFil, with Fox Wallet as well, and a few of the Highgate, and then a few other ecosystem partners as well. There's quite a few, and there will be a page later. So yeah, very happy to see a lot of ecosystem partners here as well. Now, another cool feature is the miner naming service. I think it's something also that was took interest of the how the FEVM hackathon judges. So FNS, and I'll later on explain a bit more about it. Of course, subdomains and storage index and the Web3 space. And I'll try to dive into the Web3 space a bit more now. So basically, FNS itself reserves the FNS.fil domain name for FNS space to implement on-chain domain name resolution. Now, the subdomains of FNS.fil, for example, like Alice or Natalie or, I don't know, Filecoin FNS.fil, they are non-transferable SBT to ensure unique identity. So basically, it's a kind of space for .fil domain name owners. Now, there's no permission to create a space. You basically just apply for the subdomain of FNS.fil and link the wallet to log into the space with the address. Now, users can configure their profile on the space dashboard, such as like nickname, logo, occupation, whatever kind of information or socials you would like to share. You can also link your socials. Yeah, we're talking about Telegram, Twitter, whatever there is in the space, whatever you prefer. Now, users basically can use FNS space POSO protocol to verify Web2 social media influence, or just social media and social relationships through authorization, generate identity preferences, and basically, I wouldn't say influence values, but just overall just like show who you are, just show up, show yourself, yeah, and bind them into the SBT to link Web2 identity to the Web3 world. Now, also users use the FilFox Soul Scan. So we have this cool thing, which is called Soul Scan, which this is like a source kind of search kind of engine that helps you view space content through the FNS.fil subdomain, or find new Web3 friends in the Filecoin space and stuff, or maybe even others, by acquiring metadata in the SBT, such as occupation or whatever you want to show there, basically. But yeah, Soul Scan is a pretty cool thing in the way that it helps kind of like make sure that it's not a scammer who you're talking to or you're looking for, but at the same time you can kind of like show who you are, what you are and stuff, and find anybody who you would like to get connected with on the space, in particularly Filecoin. Now, the uniqueness of .fil domain name provided by FNS and the FilFox team. So of course it provides you with the unique individual .fil domain name, which basically expresses, shows the Filecoin brand. And number two, which I find really, really cool, is the combination of the FNS and the MNS, the miner domain service. So basically it creates this kind of seamless link between the users and the miners as well, because you can basically assign a certain .fil domain name that you own to the miners on the FilFox, which is pretty cool and makes it, also easier to navigate sort of and see it all. And of course, creating this link between the Web 2 and Web 3 social identities. And yeah, again, the Web 3 space that I mentioned, so basically you would have this designated Web 3 space for all the .fil registered users. Well, basically various sides of your identity can be displayed, and then the soul scan will basically facilitate the user interrelations and interconnections. Now, the milestones and the little bit of roadmap that we have for the end of this year and the next year as well. Now, the milestones, I would say, of course, was the going live, which happened in April 2023 after all the hackathons and everything. It was a very kind of fast, I would say fast road, fast path, but at the same time it was quite tough. And our community has been growing very naturally, which I believe is really, really good and very, very important. Not too much hype, but at the same time, we're working really, really hard, especially on the security side and the product side as well. So we have reached over 50,000 community members. And of course, we collaborated with multiple projects from Filecoin ecosystem, which I have seen many here today. And and there will be actually more that will integrate FNS. I'm not sure if I can mention that, but yeah, we've seen all Glyph team around here. So yeah, they will be integrating FNS very soon too, which is super good news, and we're very happy about that too. Now, in terms of the roadmap, I've mentioned quite a few things that already happened, so I'd probably have to go right to the 2023 Q4. Yeah, so now we have completed the FNS lookup on FilFox. Now for Q4 this year, we have MNS, the miner name service, and also working a bit more on the FNS lookup. Yeah, so we will implement MNS, integrate MNS displayed in display in FilFox FNS lookup, then add MNS function entry in FNS DAO, and support the transfer of FNS names. Now, for the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024, we are planning to expand FNS to support FVM WASM, refer to the progress, not refer, but I'd say like go alongside, kind of like develop alongside with Filecoin WASM FVM. Now for Q1 and Q2 of 2024, we'll be working a lot on subdomain as storage index. So we'll implement some domain indexing of personal user files stored on Filecoin. Now for Q3, FNS space, that's a big step. So users would be able to configure personal information and display it on the personal homepage of the FNS space. And Q4 2024 and the rest, I was talking about 2025. I hope we all survive until then. Of course, improving FNS space itself. Yes, we'll expand the functions, implement the proof of society protocol, and synchronize user authorized Web 2 social influence and preferences, and kind of create this, try to create and improve the link between the Web 2 and Web 3 using the FNS on Filecoin. Now, in terms of partnerships, so this is just I'd say this is not a short list. This is a very nice list, and it's very nice to also see many people here today that we've partnered with. And also now working with, trying to work with wallets a lot, because we have a couple of wallets that have integrated Filecoin, meaning they can integrate FNS too. We're talking somebody who is like on the Filecoin ecosystem, but at the same time is outside of it, like they're more widespread out. So we worked with Math Wallet and trying to go towards them integrating us, as well as partnered with Token Pocket, then Fox Wallet, obviously, and hopefully maybe Trust Wallet in the future if we get big enough. And then of course others. And thank you so much to all the dear partners. Like you can see here, this is, for example, how integration with the STFil looks like. So you can see at the very top corner there's Web3 hk.fil, right? So it shows up and stuff, and then you can also see it on Fox Wallet as well. And the demo, so before the demo, before the video, I'm just gonna quickly show you, this is our Twitter page, Twitter QR code, where you can scan it and check it out and see our community as well as our Discord. There you can also check out the FilFox Twitter and the Fox Wallet Twitter, yeah, so you can see all those. Fox Wallet Twitter is super big now, so yeah, working towards that too. Yeah, so basically this is the FilFox Explorer itself, yeah, so users can input their Filecoin names and search for them. Then you'll see, yeah, the overview of the domain name, yeah, you see the expiration date, registrant, controller, this like a bit like the most important information, and then you can get to the more information, yeah? There's token holdings are shown in this page, balance and everything. You can see the message list, transaction list, token transactions, absolutely everything right on the FilFox Explorer. So that's the FNS lookup, basically. Yeah, then you would go back to the FNS lookup page, and here's what you see, the whole list of registrations. Yeah, you can input certain address and see the information on it as well. Yeah, the transactions are displayed, the names as well, all the info about that, and the overview. Now, if you press on the certain name, yeah, that's what you get again. Yeah, you get the overview and then even more information as you get there. You can also, yeah, you see the ERC20 token, so you can see all the token holdings and all the information on that too. Yeah, and you can also see then if the users have actually linked their FNS to their address on FilFox. Yeah, now you can click the domain for the FNS and get to FNS. For example, that's that web3 hk.fil on FNS, and you can check the subdomains, the details, the register info and stuff. And of course, more features will be coming soon. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm done. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. I think I'll be here until 3 p.m., so you're more than welcome to find me, to get my Telegram if you have any questions and ask questions and stuff. And I hope you enjoy your time here at this event today and also in Singapore.